So now just let's look at just one step by step. So let's look at just a new label. The old label was a cotton label, as you can see over here, a cotton label. We've had this label from the beginning. In the start, when we started Lil Helper, the cotton labels that we had, the way we were printing it, this was fade out. Then we figured out a new way of doing it, and now these don't fade out. This label has also gone through a lot of change, how we used to sew the label. We used to basically make the whole diaper and sew the label at the very end through both layers. Okay, through both the layers. Basically, we would make the whole diaper, keep it ready, and then sew the label at the end. What that would do is that would puncture the inside and puncture the outside. And when the diaper would get full, this would sometimes leak, because obviously when you are sewing it, there are holes being created, the PUL is being punctured, and then this would start, this would ooze out the moisture from here, and this would leak from here. So what we did was we started putting that, we put the label before the whole thing was assembled. So on just a PUL, on the PUL layer, the label was sewn on. This increased the complexity of our operations, because we needed to make sure that the label was very straight, and this edge was kind of aligned with this edge and all of that. So created a complexity, but I think it was for the better. But still, sometimes we found that if the diaper was super full, it would still leak from the edges, or from the front of the label. And the old label had the batch number, or all our batches we were at the Alpha series, Alpha 6, as you can see. Now we are moving to Gamma series, Gamma. So I'm going to show you the new label. The new label is a silicon label right here, beautiful, nice and soft, translucent, so you can see how you can see the print on the back, even with the colors on the back. Even with the prints, you can see, like, you can kind of see, really looks beautiful. And this is going to definitely go through, it can take a lot of abuse as well. Why we did it this way? So because it's silicon, the chances of it leaking through, because it's not cotton, it's reduced drastically. Okay, so that is one reason. And because it's a silicon label, we can't print on it each time. We have to make a mold for it. So now these were printed each time, right? Each batch we would print these labels. So now what we have done is, because it's a silicon label, we have to make a mold for it, and we don't want to change the mold. The mold is super expensive to make for these labels. So what we did is the batch label is on the inside label. Okay, the way we have kept it is when your child is wearing it, it will never touch your child's skin. Okay, now again, this is a very soft satin silky label, so anyways, even if it touches, it won't do anything, but it won't touch the way we put the label. So if you see it, here's the label, and here is the batch number over here. So this also how we came to this label. I want to just quickly show it to you. There was a lot of iterations on the label. We tried, we kind of tested it out. Should we have a standing label like this? But then it didn't look good, and then we didn't want to do the extra steps of this, and that unnecessarily complicates the making process of the diaper as well. So just to show you how many iterations we went through for the diaper to come to this point. Then we said, okay, let's try out like a thicker cotton label, which is like an embroidered label. This is what we kind of tried. Smaller versions of this, I can't find the smaller versions of this, but you get the idea. Embroidered labels. This didn't look good, and plus again, it didn't solve the problem of the leakage. Then we said, okay, let's do the silicon label. Now, even with the silicon label, we tried out color options. Yes, so you see this, we tried out like this is like a off-white color. Didn't look that good. I didn't like it that much. So then the translucent was the one that we all liked a lot, and I think then that's what we went with. It's not like just boom, it's done. Everything has a process. I want to explain it to you. This is basically, I am condensing a whole year worth of work from the time we decided to change the diaper, but there's years of thinking that that allowed us to do what we did even at this point. Process, it's okay. My magnificent obsession, Lil Helper, for you.